I love fall, and I also love to enjoy all that it has to offer. Pumpkin bars, pumpkin bread, pumpkin lattes, and the number one thing I'm going to show you today is pumpkin pie. This simple, easy, and delicious pumpkin pie will be the perfect ending to your holiday feast. This recipe just takes a few simple ingredients: refrigerated pie crust, canned solid pumpkin, light brown sugar, all-purpose flour, pumpkin pie spice, salt, eggs, evaporated milk, and molasses. I also have some heavy whipping cream that I previously whipped for the topping, but it's optional. Before we get started, let the pie crust sit at room temperature to soften slightly. Adjust one of the oven racks to the lower position and one to the middle position of the oven. Lastly, line the baking pan with some foil, place it on the lower rack, and preheat the oven to 450 degrees. This will keep the bottom crust from browning too soon and catch any spillage. Now let's make our pie filling. In a mixing bowl on medium speed, combine the pumpkin, brown sugar, flour, pumpkin pie spice, and salt until blended. Then add the eggs one at a time. Here's an important step. You'll need to occasionally scrape the bowl with a rubber spatula to clear the sides and to get that smooth batter. We're just about done. I'm going to reduce the speed to low and add in the evaporated milk and the molasses. Set it aside and let's move on to the pie crust. Take one of the pie crust and place into a 9 or 10-inch glass ceramic pie plate. Now, I really like crust, so I'm going to add some more to this pie by taking the additional pie crust, unroll it on a cutting board, place an 8-inch plate or dish in the center, and with a small knife, cut around the edge of the plate. Now I have a dough ring that will go on top of the crust in the pie pan. Just fold it over, press onto the outer rim of the pan, and if you want, you can make decorative edges too. Time to pour the filling into the pie crust and place it onto the baking pan in the oven. I'm going to bake it on the lower rack for 15 minutes. Now I'm going to take the center dough and make several leaves to top the pie with. You can use a cookie cutter or a knife to make the shape. Spray a baking pan with non-stick cooking spray and transfer the leaves to the pan. How cute! It's been about 15 minutes. I'm going to reduce the temperature of the oven to 350 and continue to bake the pie for about 25 minutes longer. I'm going to go ahead and place the leaves into the oven as well on the middle rack for about 10 to 12 minutes. You just want them lightly browned, and when done, transfer to a wire rack to cool. Yeah, it smells amazing in here. It's time to take the pie out and let it cool completely. You can't dig into a hot pumpkin pie. This baby has to go into the refrigerator for at least 2 hours or overnight. Now for the fun part, adding the toppings. Take your leaves and arrange them in a circular pattern on top of the pie, followed by a big swirl of whipped cream. Now this pumpkin pie is officially ready for serving, and I will see you next time on Fresh Dish Foodie.